Today on Primetime Local News, I'm joined by David Wishart, who is a professor in the Faculty of Science with the University of Alberta. Now, David, you're working on an armchair rancher program. What can you tell me about the development of this so far?
Sure. So this is a project that was launched in March, April of this past year. So it's just getting off the ground, if you want. But it's really designed to be an app, or if you want a program that can sit on your smartphone or your laptop or iPad to help basically ranchers, beef ranchers in particular, farmers, to manage their herds, to improve their operations, their efficiencies, to reduce the risks, but basically to help them predict and model what will happen in the future with their ranch, their farm, or their herd. So it's essentially an aid, sort of a smart assistant that sits in your computer to help you with making smart decisions. Sort of like the same kinds of tools that stock traders and stockbrokers use when they're trying to decide on what to buy and sell. Same kind of tools that help doctors with diagnoses, that help so many other professions. But I think in the world of farming, it's always been sort of up to you, the farmer, to rely on intuition or experience. But what we wanted to do was bring the power of artificial intelligence, big data, and machine learning into the ranching business, and gives them the same tools and the same advantages that other professions have.
And so this is still in development. How's it going so far?
Well, it's moving along quickly. Our first phase of the project is essentially acquiring data. And data sits in, sort of you turn over a rock and find data sort of thing. It's a bit like a treasure hunt. But we're collecting a wide variety of data on climate and weather, data on gas and oil prices, data on market prices, and not just in Alberta, but around the world, because each of these things is interconnected, and something that happens in the States could affect beef prices here. Something that happens in China could affect, disease status. And so we have to collect a lot of data. We collect it in a historical sense, going back in some cases 30 years. But from that historical data, we learn trends and connections so that we can take, today's data, put it into this smart program, and it will predict, or hopefully will predict, what will happen tomorrow, and what could happen 5 days from now, 5 weeks from now, even 5 months from now. And this is what I think ranchers, and obviously a lot of us, would like to be able to know is what's going to happen, and what would happen if I do this now, or what would happen if I wait 2 weeks and do it later.
So let's say hypothetically that this goes through and farmers are using it. What type of information will they get from this?
So the idea of the app is obviously have a lot of general information, which is what we've been collecting, but also to combine it with farm-specific or ranch-specific data. So, not every ranch is the same. Not every beef rancher has the same herd, the same type of cattle. They may also be living in different parts of Alberta. So, where one part of Alberta is having a drought, another one may be very wet. Those things will affect some of your decisions about what you want to do. And so the intent is for farmers, ranchers, to be able to upload their data, just like when you buy things on Amazon, you buy something personally, but Amazon also uses all the collection of all the other millions of consumers to help make better decisions for you. And so that's what we're trying to do is integrate that data that the farmers upload for their ranch to help them make better specific decisions for their farm, giving their conditions, their situation, their parameters, if you want.
Absolutely. David, thank you for your time today.
You're really welcome. Thanks so much, Jillian.
Of
We'll see
course.
you later.